video number 4 and I've sorted out the storage and where it's going. You can see there's like a trench there. I'm assuming that's to do with more the quarrying. I don't think they're archaeologists. Doing an archaeology dig. Oh, right, well, this might be interesting. There's a stone coming up. I'll have to balance it on there because I've got a shoelace to tie. And now we're onto a bit where the path suddenly appears. There's 2 bits of path. I don't know what once was here. Might just be old farm entrances, but there's some things blocked up. But I'm quite intrigued. It's almost like an old junction, doesn't it? With a curve coming around. Like an old road coming out of that. It probably goes to a road that I walked down recently. Said it looks like it as well, doesn't it? It's got clear. I don't know if it was like that the last time I walked up here, because I would have remarked on it, but stand you up like that. Watch the traffic go by. I've looked left and right on this bit of road for remains of the turnpike, but there isn't really much, at least until we get near amongst Fryston, of what was. Of course, in a way it's hard to tell where the original road was here. What side of the road was it on? Well, it could be here really, couldn't it? I'm also guessing on this idea that things have expanded over time. But the way the road is tree-lined, it's like this all the way to Mount Fryston. Well, in fact, the other side, coming out of Mount Fryston was like that, but they've chopped a lot down. Right, there's Pogham's House Farm. That appears on the old maps as well. That's been there a long time. Of course, the entrance is now greeted by one of the old millstones, which tells you all you need to know about what it was. Oh, back to the road being built up again, aren't we? Back on the old bits. Actually, I don't think we have been before, have we? It's undulating a bit more. Well, we're nearly at the bottom of that though because I haven't spoken about it. I don't know if you've noticed. But since the boot and shoe, well, we're sort of... You ever see all these videos? Garforth Cliff, you go up quite steeply. And then you sort of stay level. I mean, you go down a little bit, then up again, don't you? You kind of go up even more towards those woods. But after those woods, you start to come down. Then at the boot and shoe, it's sort of, well, the order only goes down and up again, doesn't it? But after that, you start coming down. And then you sort of level coming round here. And then you're dropping away on this bit, and well, after that you're flat. You're into the Vale of York. I mean, really on this walk we haven't really been in the valley. We've been on the edge of the Air Valley. Excuse me. And I suppose we have been for most of this, but we're coming over the other side here, and we're more towards, well, it's the River Ouse, isn't it? What have we got now? No parking resurfacing. I don't even know how that's ended up here. I don't know of any resurfacing works in the area that have happened for a while. Not on this road anyway, unless it's been off on another one. Lumby. It's interesting that, because that sign said Lumby. I'm in the footpath side. I'm thinking, as I'm working out what I'm going to say, but, you know, there are some signs that aren't there now. That pathway that comes down by the motorway ends up in Lumby. Well, I mean, if it does what I was on about, you know. But slit. Rawfield then. If it doesn't, it continues and it joins the old road and goes to Lumby, then yeah, there's probably some signs missing. Right, on old roads, I'm just gonna have a look at this. Because on the old maps, this used to be a crossroads, but I've just been reading road names, and the road on this side compared to the other side, they've got different road names. I think if it's basically the same road at a crossroads, they'd have the same name. Bucks Lane, Rawfield Lane. That one that way goes to Fairburn. We use it on an evening driving the bus. And this one to the right goes into Lumby. think it continues out the other side. I've been looking at roads around there as well, and that's something else we can talk about, and I will go on that. A road we're coming up to next is another old turnpike road, and it says something about Tadcaster to Doncaster. I know on the old Great North Road book where that lorry driver had gone up, it's part of the bit that came off from Doncaster, but well, it was the Great North Road from there, from Doncaster, where I had mentioned the A19 was an alternate spur of the Great North Road, and then of course you get to Ferry Bridge, and this comes off as another old spur going northwards. That near South Milford has changed because there's a bypass that goes round, and I've been looking at what's changed there, but I've been told that road might go to Lumby. Well, of course it doesn't from what I've seen, it doesn't look like it goes anywhere near Lumby, but that road I've been on about there, it goes out the other side of, oh no, I know where that road goes. It joins that road I was walking up and then goes into South Milford. But that's how it goes to South Milford. Yeah, never mind. What that happens? Nah, I don't think they are they? Sure, if that was the case, everybody better be picking them. Funny how oh, I don't know what they might be. Oh, no, they're not. Alright. Lumby over the field. It's not that far away. Oh, sign for bumps. How big is that bump here? It's not that much subsidence. There's far worse roads. Look, a puddle. I've seen things like that much this year. Take it in while I can see one, you might not see it anymore. Well, I was saying that will be underwater come January, won't we? The amount of water that we need to get put back into the system. down to another farm. Ooh, that's an even bigger puddle. See South Milford from here. I'm going back up the hill. You can see it right on the edge. It's like this here, you don't always, because there's a lot of trees in the way, not to see a bit there. You don't always get a good view. Well, this road you don't really. Other ones path up to the, well, I think there's 2 paths I walked further north here. They seem to be a bit more open, but here you don't seem to have it. Right. It's like a house now. This wall over the side of these trees used to be a quarry. As you can tell by how much it goes down. Like I said on one of the previous videos on this road, it seems to be the case with old quarries that nowadays are just covered in trees. Although some of those property as well, I don't really know how long this wall's been there, but I suppose it's more the steepness stuff. Oh, the walls there to keep the ground up from falling. There's a lot of apples around here. So some of those are more shaped like pears. Sign that's pretty much faded. Then the land basically comes above the wall. I always think with this sort of area, you know, I mean, I know there's not one far from here, but I think I'm going to see a mile marker just sitting in the bushes at the edge of the road. It'd be nice to see more than there are. I mean, and they're non-existent in Leeds now. In fact, a lot of evidence for the old road at all is gone. I think, what did we see on that early video? The best one's that bridge, isn't it? The bridge wasn't made for, well, the size of the road it is. Barely 2-way traffic. So traffic lights to go underneath it.
Total distance 4 miles. Total time 1 hour 30 minutes and 29 seconds. Split pace 21 minutes 3 seconds per mile.
It's funny that the voice telling you your distance and all that, it's softer. It sounds more human. It was very robotic before. It's got a warmer feeling to it. A warmer, effeminate voice to it. Well, it's always been effeminate, it just sounds warmer. Oh, alright. Enough of that. Right, Batter's bit roundabout. The meeting of the turnpikes. Well, this question about roundabouts comes back in. When was this roundabout put in? In fact, It was funny the first time I walked this because I saw that thing in the middle, and I sort of wondered, what is it? Does that have some history to the road? And so I jumped into the middle of the roundabout and had a look at it, but no, there wasn't a lot to it at all. Fine. They want a plant fitter to get job advertisement as well. I'm saying done everything else on this walk, so why not? Can't get busy this. Well, you wouldn't expect it on a Sunday, would you? Other than we're going to be too bad here. Yeah. More electric boxes. It's a thing, yeah. I mean, I work in electric boxes at times. What was that? There's a stone there. Stone there with something sticking out of it. I don't think it was anything on it. I think it was just a box. I probably would have remembered if it was something exciting. Anyway. The excitement's coming up in a minute anyway. Well, I've seen it before. This be second time to it. Documented. Well, in video. I think I documented it last time in photo. Well, again, you go, where was the old road? Well, I think it's fairly obvious, isn't it? Something I pointed out when we were walking down the Great North Road, not this time, but last time. Those concrete slabs on the edge of the road, on the edge of the Great North Road. We've got some here, on the edge of the Selby. They're not on the other side of the road, are they? Well, I'll probably repeat myself yet again about road size. In fact, you go back far enough, it's road covering, but I'm not going back that far, I don't think. Tarmac. Bitumen. The wonders of the Industrial Revolution. A thought occurred to me yesterday. I mean, I'm going off on tangent here and just talking to a camera. For the sake of talking to a camera. Oh. Food. Could be somebody's dinner if he wanted it. I wasn't going to say. I was coming over Garforth Cliff. And we were talking about energy and things like that, and I said something about burning stuff outside because it'd be the only way to keep warm. That sort of occurred to me what it was like coming over Garforth Cliff during the Industrial Revolution. From 1750 to 1900, this period I'm talking about. All those chimneys, the smog that must have been in the air. I mean, you can see all the way to Wembley Moor quite easily in Dewsbury. You probably wouldn't even be able to see it that far, I imagine. And I was thinking, if we've got this energy problem, we'll go back to burning things again with a good chimney. Well, environmentally, it probably won't happen. There's too much on that front of keeping things clean, but that's the way forward. Renewable energy sources. It is the way forwards, but we can't utilise them yet. I mean, how is solar power not so far advanced? The sun appears to us every day. You don't just have here where you can get solar energy. You can put massive solar panels in space. I think we've still got a long way to go with technology, don't we? I think more than anything, solar power is probably the one we should be going for. Wind power, I think, is a bit daft the way we do it. There might be a reason that I don't know, but one wind turbine on those massive turbines, what about 2 on each side or one below the other one? That tidal power is not exploited to its full extent either, is it? But they put these big wind turbines out to sea. All they're doing is taking the wind. They're not doing anything to do with the tidal. No, they're in the wrong job. Morning. Anyway, back to me road. We've got something to look at. And this is where the point comes in about being near a lay-by. See, lay-by. Ah. The other thing is, there's none of those concrete bits here, is there? You look at it and you see how far off the road it is, and then you can see how other ones can actually get lost in all the undergrowth. "13 miles to Leeds, 7 miles to Selby." Piece of history. When modern roads were in their infancy. Right, what are we battery wise? Let's keep going. 44. I'm gonna get everything I want to do on this bit done. Right, there's a sign from fryston. You notice each area kind of does their entrance sign differently, and I don't know how long most of these have been there. I think most of them are quite modern, aren't they? That sort. I thought there was something big coming there. So like a wagon was coming down. There's nothing. Living willow structures and domes. Mount Fryston Willow. Interesting. You know, the amount of times I've driven past here and I haven't really seen that. Notice the horses in the field on the right. And I wonder what that is though. That little hut. anything really, couldn't it? Pumping station. I think it's just mud. I thought I was still in dog's business there, but it's just a pile of mud on the edge of the road. Bit narrow on this bit, isn't it? Pavement's not that wide. This is the railway I was on about before. Excuse me. Sure, some of these roads, I might be wrong. Used to be able to park down old train spotted spots. And now you can up to towards South Milford. Tongue twisted. You might not see it that well here. Sit fine on a bus. I'll not bother crossing over. You can see 4 lines out in the road already started to separate. What I might be able to do, because arm's reach, might be able to see you over the top, but so we've got of engineering works going on up there. There's up there is where there's a junction that comes round, because you've got the Leeds to Selby railway up there. You've got a bit that comes round to Bishop Wood. There's one on the south and the north bit before you get to Sherburn. There's a big freight yard round there as well. This is, well, it used to be one of the big spots you can come and see freight trains. There's not a lot of things that go up and down this line. In fact, you can sit there for hours and not see an absolute thing. I think another thing to do is visit pubs and things as well. You know, something somewhere might just have a little bit of history in it. I mean, it's not because of, because I've thought about doing it for quite a while anyway, but the Wetherspoons in Garforth. I keep getting the name wrong. I've got to say Henry or something like that, but I know it's Row. Wetherspoon's just in front of the Adnan Centre. The guy it's named after had a lot to do with the buses and things like that. And in there, there's a lot of the history of the area. A lot of interesting pictures and things to look at. Well, figurines of buses. I don't think there's anything to do with him. I've only been in there once, and that's recently. We're trying to get to it for a while. Nice to get in. This is the bottom end of that road I was on about that forms the bypass that goes around Sherburn. Yeah, it's funny it's called Lumpy Lane because it doesn't go to Lumpy. It ends up in South Milford. Unless there's something I'm missing there. I don't think, well, unless, you know the road I'm on about where it changes? I mean, just over that bridge up there. I was remarking on where the junctions changed to, I think that's why I was looking around, but there's too much to say on the other bit. That road, it goes was up and over the bridge and then turns right. And about part of the way down is the road I'm on about, it crosses it. It's like a crossroads. But that's still an old road in itself, because it then comes up to the Great North Road. It's now, the last bit isn't part of the road to, hold on a minute, I'll get myself confused. Yeah, it's not part of that road anymore, it's part of the main road that goes through Milford, because for the bypass, the road turns off what was, it's not the Great North Road, yeah, whatever. The alternative, the other road I've been on about. It turns off that. So when you turn left on that roundabout, you're rejoining what is that road there. And if you notice, just before you start turning towards South Milford, the bit to the left is called London Road, which is your alternative North Road route. Get there in the end. One of the oddest bus stops you'll find. That's what I'm about with pubs and things. Although we're on bits I've driven past and thought, yeah, I need to say something about that and something about this, and that tiny little road there. I've got the mind that when I look at that, I think, yeah, that was the original road there. And they put this in when they widened it. But that means that must have been tight. I suppose that's what they did when they, expanded things and evened things out. Oh, the fencing's old. We've got the bunk price in the hole. Tell you what, I'd never even considered going in there before. We might have to go there sometime. Aye, may as well put requests in here as well, or suggestions. If you want to go to Monk Fryston Hall for a meal sometime, get in touch. And I can get everything in on this walk. So start talking about old minis. Some more about it right here. For the first time, I know there's bits of history here and there, but this is one of the first places we walk through on this walk where it's showing its history. Look at that house with a thatched roof. Isn't that my sort of dream house? Well, it needs a front garden and a load of bushes and trees in it, but yeah. Monk Fryston Hall. I've never seen the building until I looked over the wall there. It's funny, like I say, I've driven past this place a lot. Never looked at it. That Fryston Common Lane, I've seen it on maps. To me that looks like the old road. Maybe before the turnpikes, I don't know. What have we got here? Welcome to Monk Fryston's Heritage Trail. Yeah, Monk Fryston Hall. Lands contained in Monk Fryston Hall were first given to the Benedictine monks of Selby Abbey by the Archbishop of York in 1080. Why is it called Monk Fryston? It might be in there somewhere, but Monk Fry's town. That says Benedictine monks. There's no monk called Fry there, is there? Hemsworth family. And where's number 3? Oh, right. Manor House. I've just walked past that, haven't I? I think. It's got traces of Saxon and Norman stonework. Oh, hold on a minute. The manor house was built in 1605, altering the medieval hall, but the original road was once a railway, as we can see in the partially buried windows. I thought that was what I just passed there, but I don't know. The thing is, the map doesn't show everything that's on it, does it? Ah, another change took place in the 1840s when an S-bend was built to improve traffic flow through the square, taking out the 2 T-junctions. That's got a photo of that bit up there, isn't it? But it must be on about this bit in the square. That's interesting. Oh, I want to see a picture of that now. No time to him getting here. The aim was to find the buildings of the original route of Fryston Common Lane, which disappeared when the grounds were redeveloped in the 19th century. Oh, right. Things got even more interesting. There's a lot to take back from this. Oh, just mention the Hemsworth Zoo. Oh. Right. I guess I'll carry on the turnpike road. That's all about junctions here at the S-bend. But it's still classed as turnpike road, isn't it? Oh, there's another one of those outage things here. Is it worth it? Is it the same stuff? No, I don't know what it is actually. Yeah, if it is, I'll just walk on. But...
Total distance 5 miles. Total time 1 hour 55 minutes and 38 seconds. Split pace 25 minutes 9 seconds per mile.
No, you just have the brewery took the sandwiches. Oh, get me paper on the way back from there. still got this nice oval look to it, doesn't it? Footpath ended on the left. It's bigger, isn't it? I mean, I think Mount Fryston Cemetery. It's only 1874. Yeah, because I saw a church before and I thought, yeah, it's probably an old cemetery near there. Benjamin Hemsworth. Excuse me. It's funny. This road is Selby Road. All the way from Leeds. And even here at Mount Fryston, it's still called Selby Road. But yeah, I'm not sure what it is in Port Willoughby. But Selby itself, well, of course it can't be called Selby Road, it's in Selby, can it? It's called Leeds Road. But it's only Leeds Road in Selby. The rest of the time it's Selby Road. I think that's quite funny. Since Leeds is the bigger place, you think it would get the name. And there's Mount Fryston sign on the other side, so... Well, this is technically not called Mount Fryston, is it? It's in no man's land. I don't go on quarry again. Lower ground. Oh, petrol station turned into car wash. I don't know. I was say point in hand car washes really. Just the reason to get people employed. I'm sure I'm not the only one that agrees with that. Alright, and now you see my problem for the next bit. I can cross over and... Well, there's no point, is there? That next bit, there is no footpath at all until you get to Hambleton. I don't know if you've observed the amount of traffic that's come by, but this is, just after 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning. There's enough traffic on there to make it an uncomfortable walk, shall we say. It might just be best doing that in my car. And I might do it in my car when I get back to it. There's just... I can't really see the point in walking it. I want to walk it. It would be nice to do it. But it's not the widest of roads, especially when you get a big vehicle coming down. And there's not really anywhere to jump off the road half the time when you're walking down there. So I can't rationalise it. I'll look at all the stuff that's coming now. Ooh. Don't want to go there. Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, just to mention, this road here is the one that comes out just outside Hillam. Ostfield Lane. Right. I'll see you on the next video.